Hi, everyone. My name is Taisha Banks, and I am a real estate broker with EXIT Strategy Realty. And I would like to welcome you to our presentation on the journey to buying a home from search to close. So after this presentation, here's some things that we feel like you should be able to understand as you move forward with the process. One, we want to make sure that you know when and why you're ready to buy a home and if it makes sense for you. You'll also be able to understand the essential steps to buying a home, knowing if you are ready or if this is a process that you need to start later. And then, of course, once you are ready and you know that, what are the next steps to getting this process started? So my first question to you is, did you know that there's wealth in real estate? So of course, if you're owning your home, you can definitely build some wealth, but information out there says that long-term home ownership for Americans is the biggest way for them to build wealth. Overall, homeowners have about 40 more times of wealth than renters when owning a home, and it's the biggest asset for Americans. So here we've created a chart that just gives you some insight to what it looks like to rent a home versus what it looks like to own a home. So if you've been renting a home in Chicago or surrounding areas, and we're going to say that your rent is about $1,250 a month, you'll see from 3 years to 20 years how much you would have paid in rent. And the average cost of a home in Chicago is between $200,000 and $300,000. So within 20 years, you would have paid that in rent. And we just want you to see that you could have been purchasing a home within that time frame. So of course, there are some benefits to owning your own home. There is just that freedom of having something that you can call your own, being able to give something to your family. So that speaks a little bit to about investing in your future. There's also some tax benefits. It's a great way to build equity in your home. And then, like I said before, investing in your future, investing in your family, and having something to leave to them as well. I'm going to transition now to Deena, and she's going to talk about the process of home buying in a nutshell.
Thanks, Taisha. Hello, everyone. There are about 10 essential steps in the home buying process. The first thing you want to do is retain a real estate agent. You will spend a lot of time communicating and at times sharing confidential information with your agent. So look for someone that fits your personality and you feel comfortable working with, someone you can trust. Your agent should also be knowledgeable of the current market trends and industry conditions. You want to work with an agent that's available for you and has access to valuable tools and resources that will assist in the home buying process. For example, if you need a list of lenders, attorneys, or inspectors, your agent should be able to assist you with this information. Exit agents are full service agents. Our team is able to answer any questions that you have throughout the process. Now, once you've retained your agent and selected your lender where you have been pre-approved, you and your broker will begin searching for your dream home. At Exit, we provide digital technology at your fingertips that makes the home search easy and convenient. We have access to platforms that contain 5 to 7% more properties for sale than any other website. Our technology also allows you to view private listings that few people have seen. After your offer has been accepted, submit your earnest money and hire a licensed and bonded home inspector that can deliver a report within 24 hours. This is generally done within 3 business days of signing your contract. You and your realtor will meet the inspector at the home. He or she will review the home conditions and check for safety hazards. Depending on the inspector, this usually takes about 1.5 to 2 hours. The inspector will prepare a formal report for you to share with your attorney. Meanwhile, you have officially submitted an application to your lender with all required documentation for your mortgage to move into the underwriting process. Your lender will order an appraisal to determine the value of your home. You now need to contact your insurance agent for an insurance policy. It's a good idea to purchase a home warranty too. Sometimes you can negotiate this in your contract. You will share your information, your insurance information with your lender. After your team has received a clear to close from your lender, You and your broker will perform a final walkthrough of the property, verifying that repairs, if any, have been completed and the condition of the home is satisfactory. The final step in the home buying process is the closing. This is when you sign and receive all the necessary documents that transfers the title of the home from the seller to you. This is also when you submit your down payment and other closing costs. This is when you get the keys. Yes, I am Deena Hammond, a realtor with EXIT Strategy Realty. Are you ready to walk this journey from the search to the closing table? Next, you will hear from Shaughnessy, who will explain how you will know if you really are ready. Shay?
Thank you, Deena. So how do you know when you're ready to buy? You know you're ready because you know what you can afford. Normally, people look at their current rent amount, determine if they can go higher or lower than that, and then transfer that amount into a mortgage and what is affordable for them to have as a budget within their mortgage parameters. You want to be pre-approved. That's the next way you know you're ready to buy. That means that you have actually reached out to a financial institution to find a lender. Many buyers start with their home lender, or excuse me, home banker, meaning if they are with Chase or Bank of America, they would start there. But there are other options too for you to secure financing. And then within that, your discussion with the lender, you want to know what loan programs are available and fit your needs. There are a number of loan programs available. The most popular are FHA, VA, and conventional financing. But there's also USDA and hard money lending that is available. And your exit strategy brokers can tell you more about those particular programs and how they work and how they fit with your needs. As we move forward in the presentation, let's talk about how much money you need to save to purchase a home. You should have a minimum of 5% of the purchase price for closing. And again, that's a minimum ballpark because depending on the financing that you use, if it's FHA, you need 3.5% down payment, but you also have closing costs. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you may have conventional financing, which requires 10 to 20% down. And then you will also need your closing costs, your additional closing costs there. But an exit strategy realtor can help you to figure out what these specific costs are. We just want to give you kind of an overview this afternoon. So the next thing is upfront costs, because people are saying, oh yeah, I've got it coming, I've got taxes coming. But what we're talking about, in order to get started and to really be ready, you need upfront costs, which include earnest money, inspection costs, application and appraisal fees. Though that's liquid money that you need to have in your bank account and ready to go. There are other costs, including the remainder of the down payment, any administrative fees like recording, survey, or transfer stamps that you will need later down the line. So if you were trying to get your budget together, you would definitely need those upfront costs, and then the other costs will come later in the process. Let's move forward. So Deena talked to you about the attorney and inspection review period. I just want to reinforce that the reason that you need an attorney is at the point in time when we write your offer, it is considered an offer. At the point in time when you have two signatures, one from you as the buyer, the other from the seller accepting your offer, it then becomes a contract. A contract can only be broken by an attorney. So that is why in the state of Illinois, you need an attorney. In addition to that, we highly recommend that you use a home inspector to look at the home. And that home inspector needs to be bonded and a professional. There are many individuals out here who know a lot about houses and may not have the background that is needed to be a home inspector. We want to make sure that you have one that is bonded, certified, and able to write the report that you need. The next step that's very important is the appraisal and the underwriting process. In order for any lender to give you financing, you must have an appraisal. The appraisal assesses the value of the home. So say, for example, you wrote an offer and it was accepted at $300,000. But when the appraiser came out, he said it's only $280,000. So there you got a $20,000 gap between the $300,000 that you offered and the $280,000 that it's appraised at. The bank will only give you the appraised value. Again, they'll only give you the appraised value. So then you have to figure out how the difference will be made up. And it can be made up by the seller lowering their price, by the buyer adding the additional $20,000, or unfortunately, a deal that doesn't work and there is broken, meaning the contract is considered null and void because of the appraisal. So you have options there. But the important thing for you to remember is that your home does need to be appraised in order for you to receive lending dollars. And the underwriter in the process takes your application and the appraisal and moves it through the application approval process. The other thing that the underwriter is going to ask for during the process is this home insurance. Homeowners insurance is essential. It's mandatory that you have in order to purchase the property. And in some areas, you would need flood insurance as well. Your lender will tell you whether or not you need flood insurance. An additional thing that you can purchase and that we recommend for homes that have existing appliances or existing furniture and mechanics is a home warranty. A home warranty is kind of a wraparound policy where if anything breaks in the home, the dishwasher, the refrigerator, the furnace, that you can reach out to your home warranty company and get someone out to do the repair at little to nothing. So this is a very, very valuable warranty to have in your arsenal. And then back to the final walkthrough. We love, love, love walking through the property at the end of a deal when the house is going to be yours. Right before you go to the closing table, you have a final walkthrough to make sure everything is looking the way it should be, that it's clean, broom swept clean is the concept that we use, that the repairs have been made, that if there were furniture in the place and it's not yours, are going to be conveyed to you in contract, that it is gone, and that you are looking at the new space for your new home. We're excited about that. We just want to thank you for listening to today's presentation. If you are interested in learning more or have specific questions, please reach out to our team, which consists of Deena, Taisha, and myself, Shaughnessy. We are here at EXIT Strategy Realty, ready, willing, and able to service you and to help you make your real estate dreams come true. Please click on our QR code for next steps. Thanks. Bye.